Hello, everyone. Can y'all hear me? Um, I'm JanaMay with Exit Magic City Realty, and I'm having technical difficulties. Fingers crossed that this will work out. I have invited the co-owner and my broker of Exit Magic City Realty to join us so she can share with us how realtors during this time of isolation can continue to sell houses and help people with their real estate dreams. So let's welcome Dorothy O'Hanlon. Yay, I wish I had sound effects. Yay.
Hey there, I think we're live now, so that's awesome. I'm Dorothy O'Hanlon with Exit Magic City Realty, and Jan and I are coming live to you today to share some information on things that you can be doing as an agent to keep your business going, and things that are kind of like current and going on in the market right now. And if you're thinking about listing your home with Jana or listing your home right now, how Exit is still getting homes sold and what we're still doing in the market these days. So this is a great idea, Jen. I love the title. It's aptly named. It's kind of what we're doing these days. What we're saying is it's business unusual instead of business as usual. So we are still having business, and the things that we're encouraging agents to do on a day-to-day basis is get up, get dressed, go to work, whether it's your phone at your kitchen table, and that's your new reality of your office, or whatever. But definitely get up and get going, and continue to do business and do what you do, or have done in the past, because we know that we work in a 90-day cycle. So things that we're doing today are things that are going to show up in fruition 30, 60, 90 days from today. So continue to do what you're supposed to be doing, and that's the way that your business will still happen.
Yes, and one thing which I'm excited, we are essential workers.
Absolutely.
People need, if they're like in time of crisis, God forbid, or if they won Alabama lottery and they want to sell their house and move up, they they don't have to have a realtor, but I recommend
Yeah,
they get a realtor. And we
absolutely.
are essential to getting people, one, to either sell their seller's home, or two, help them buy, or both, help them
Absolutely.
sell and buy during this time.
Yeah,
And something that,
it was
go
a
ahead.
relief, and for so long there, when they were establishing the essential business list, it was a relief to know that the governor, the state, and the federal government sees that real estate is an essential business, that we provide individuals and families with access to property
Oh,
in
sorry.
available homes, right? So that is what constitutes us being essential, is we're helping people to find a place to live. And if, God forbid, they've lost their home, their jobs or whatever, they might have some good equity in it, and it might be a good time to sell. So I was encouraged when I heard that we are essential, and hope all the agents out there listening know we are essential. And so
And homeowners or home buyers.
absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Something that Dorothy said to me this morning, like one of the issues I had when all this came down on February 13th was, what does the future hold? And she reminded me,
You didn't know what the
prior
future
to March,
was?
prior to March 13th, I did not know what the future held. So
No.
I'm in the same boat. I just can't touch anybody. And I love
Well,
hugs.
exactly. It's like on the 13th, you knew what your market was that you were in at that moment. That's not snapshot in time. And so you knew you were in a seller's market with a very limited inventory, with buyers just getting courage and confidence to come in and get loans, and get the stimulate the economy that way. So we didn't know what the future was at that time. We only knew what we had that day. And this is true today. We know that we have to deal with what we have today. So what we have today is we still have very limited inventory because we still have sellers not sure what's going on and not putting their house out there on the market. So what we need to do is we need to educate and encourage our sellers that it is still a good time to sell your home. And we might want to do it sooner as opposed to later as well. But yeah, we definitely
That's
need
right.
to keep educating the sellers about what the market's doing, what their values are doing, and keep all of that going on that way.
An example of that is today I've got a listing going active in Helena and Plantation South, and we had the photographer there this morning, and I was sitting in my car, and somebody stopped to take a picture of my sign, and I flew out of my car with my business card and said, "Text JanaMay at 85377 or take this." And she said, so there are people still looking to buy. So
Absolutely.
they're
Not only
thinking about selling.
yeah, they might be in the situation where they have to move. So
Right.
you definitely want to let people know that you're still in business, and your mobile business card here with Exit is a great way to promote yourself and let people know how to get in touch with you, and some of the technology that we have at our fingertips, which is easy to share out with everybody too. So,
Yeah.
good job. Good job. It's a cute little listing too. Wow.
It is. It's stinking
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Oh, and the way, the way I'm working with my listings is virtual open houses. I had my first ever virtual open house last Sunday. It was a hit. I was scared to death I was going to be on live for an hour. And I do talk a lot, but I get tired. I'll tell you what, the interaction was awesome. And another thing about the virtual open house, there's a video of it forever. So people can go back instead, to look at the video to see parts. And I know someone's out there who loves that house, and y'all just got to call me, Alabama. Text 85377.
JanaMay.
Yeah, JanaMay. So virtual open house, there's a lot to it. I did have a lot of realtors. Well, y'all, that's who you want too, if you're looking to sell your house, because they're looking for buyers. They may have buyers who put everything on hold like the rest of us, except for exit agents.
So you also know we've had this conversation before. Regular, when you get a listing and you start promoting your listing, your job is to sell that property twice. So right, you have to sell it to other agents in the area that they know it exists, especially if it's one of the areas that they work in a lot. And then of course you have to sell it to buyers too. So you did a great job. I was so impressed with how you handled it. And what we want to encourage everybody to do is do these open houses. So business unusual are virtual open houses as opposed to the traditional come in and open the door and welcome. So you still do that. You still have the open house and you demonstrate the property and you go through it and you highlight everything that they might ask the question of. So you anticipate the questions. Like if I were showing this property to a buyer, what questions might they ask? And you address those as you go through at that time, right? So that's the best way to do that. So you're going to do that live because you want to be able to get that feedback and get that social algorithm going. But the other thing you want to do is you want to record your listings, which I suggest you do because you want to be able to share that out. And what I would suggest is go in and make a video of you demonstrating the property and then share that with all of your potential buyers, all of the agents on your team in your office, and then also share it with agents who maybe do a lot of business in that neighborhood and let them know, say, hey, you work in this neighborhood a lot. Here's a great property, and you can share it out with permission to your potential buyers too. And so then that's another good way that you can keep that momentum going and let those agents know that that property exists, everything about it, potential buyers. And it also, is a way to let your sellers know how you're marketing their property.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. And
So
the what else was I? Oh, community.
Mm-hmm.
Something us realtors can do for our clients and prospects and our community is kind of keep people up to date with the facts,
Mm-hmm.
not sharing some social media meme because you don't know what's real and what's not. I, after at the end of this live episode, I will share a link to a website that tells you exactly what's going on and what the needs are, such as um, nationwide, if not worldwide, the healthcare providers need PPE, which is protective
Personal protective.
personal
Yeah.
protective equipment, which is masks, gloves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go
Exactly.
ahead and say it. I have a friend in Helena, Deidre George, who owns or is co-owner of By George. She's
Mm-hmm.
making masks, and I've already put my order in. So
Yes.
they
Awesome.
are out there, but it's the healthcare professionals that need the real stuff.
And another good thing people can do if they don't sew or they don't have a sewing machine is they could give the materials to someone who does. So
Exactly.
that way we can feel that we're contributing in our communities as well. Um, we have always encouraged you, Jana, agents in the office, myself as well, to get out into our communities and let them know that we are, your agent, your professional real estate agent, and call me if you have any questions about it. But we also want to get out and let the public know, especially about closings or actually the opposite, openings. Who is still open for business? So that would be a great way to get out into your community. For instance, we just went and picked up lunch the other day at Tony's. They are a staple here in Pelham, and we love them and support them anyway. So, of course, we're still trying to support them now, to go by and let people know that, hey, we want to support these small businesses and help keep them open. As independent contractors, we are all a small business, so we want to make sure that we encourage other small businesses too. And so just go out there and do a little live video and say, hey, it's Dorothy O'Han with Exit Magic City. I'm having lunch at from Tony's today. I just went by and picked it up. Obviously, I'm not eating in, but
Right.
you can highlight the different restaurants that are still open that way or different businesses that are open. We've had some wonderful things. Speaking of community, there have been the thing that you've encouraged us to do. Is it at 4 o'clock?
7
7
from
o'clock.
7 to 7:05.
But just go outside and everybody just clap and say
Applaud.
thank you to your healthcare providers. Let them know and show some support at 4 o'clock. And then other things that were happening is there's a book that's very popular right now. It's called Going on a Bear Hunt. So different communities, and we did this in I live in Ballantrae. So what we did there is they have done going on a bear hunt where different homes either post a picture of a bear or put the bear in the window. And then as families try to get out and grab some fresh air, they're encouraging their kids to look for these bears and go on the bear hunt. So that's something that you can do within your community. And so the other thing too is participate in that and encourage that and help support your community and all the stuff that's going on that way. But there's lots of things we can do, everybody. There's so much that we can do, and keeping empathy and keeping an open heart and trying to be
Positive.
exactly. We encourage not feeding the fear. We want to come with words of encouragement and come with information. So stay informed. That way we can help other people out there, whether it's your sellers or your buyers or whomever, whatever they're in. But there's lots of different ways that we can still keep our business going. We talked about that a little bit. The other thing, though, is how is business happening? So we were talking about what is unusual business. So making the closings are still happening. Our agents are still having closings, and we've had one that went in and said, "Hey, nothing was different at this one." They actually went in and sanitized everything, and we came in, sat down, closed, and then I've got people say, "Hey, ooh, this one we went in, they put us in separate rooms, and they just bounced back and forth." And we've had drive-bys where the attorney or popping back and forth between seller car, buyer car, and so it's business unusual, but it's still business happening.
That's right. That's right. And it's amazing what the closing attorneys have been able to accomplish, as well as with lenders. I attended a webinar last night called Titles and Toddies. You guys love this industry. And it was, lenders, they're with closings, the documents which you stack was like this big has shrunk
Absolutely.
during this time.
They have shrunk, but the need to vet sign them, they enabled us to go and do about half of those digitally, which is
right.
new. And it's like so some good things are going to come out of this for sure. Yeah.
And like Realize Solutions, if they do require a wet signature, that means where you actually sign. They go out with gloves at a distance, hand you the documents in your car, and then like Lori Paul, an associate in our office, said they were going. The buyers and the sellers were parked next to each other, and the closing attorney was bouncing from one window to the other to get things signed.
Get it done.
So, I mean, it's awesome. These are going to be, these are positive, good memories.
Absolutely. And like we said, business is still happening. And so we're trying to report the facts. We're trying to make sure that we are reporting actual things, that we don't encourage untruths or opinions. And so that's the main thing, is to keep on all of that stuff. But we've had so many techniques that we know that work. The virtual open houses, creating a video so you can share that out, updating buyers and sellers on inventory's low, what the lenders are doing. I know you've done a couple. Other agents are doing different things like this with affiliates. So we've been talking to home warranty companies, and we've been talking to title people and lenders and all this. So coming live like this, where it's factual stuff and stuff within our community, sometimes I think that's the best way to handle it, as opposed to saying, well, what's going over in Seattle, where we're concerned about Seattle. But
I do Seattle, but I mean, I care more about around me.
Yeah.
I got to remember I'm on live.
But what's so great talking about things around us in our community? I got an email from Dad's Carpet, shout out, and he was giving out disinfectant. And so you ran over there, Jana, I applaud you. You got it, and you're putting that out at your listing. So if agents need to go in, obviously they're going to be serious if they're going to go in. So you got them little disinfectant stations set up before they go in. And I applaud you on that. Yeah.
Yay. Yes. If you want to show any of my listings, there will be Dad's Mediclean disinfectant at the front door in little bottles. And so the house, don't have to worry. You can clean your hands, but I do recommend gloves. And also,
and they say just don't touch a lot of things when you're in the house.
Yeah.
So just walk through, see if it fits.
I'm starting to wear gloves and a mask now when I go out, but because I'm like cabin fever. That's why you see me on live all the time. I'm like, talk to me, engage with me.
That's what's great about social media. We can be. So what we're saying these days is you want to be physically distant. So obviously Jana and I are not in the same building or in the same room. So we're physically distant, but we're very socially connected. So stay socially connected, but be physically
with our hearts.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. Good deal. Good deal. So I just think that there are lots of different ways that agents can keep their business going. I think it's imperative that they do so. We can be home and still have our business going. So get up, get dressed, go to work. And when we come out of this, and we know we will, this too shall pass, that we have not neglected our business or not neglected our clients. So keep them informed and just keep reaching out to them, and that way your business will stay on track.
And future clients, buyers and sellers and investors, don't stop now. will help the economy if we keep working. And if I can help you in any way, text JanaMay, all one word, to 85377 because I'm going mad. I'm going crazy with this isolation. So,
Yeah, we got to keep this girl
um,
busy.
uh,
So we got to keep this girl busy.
yeah, yeah, I need to help people.
Mhm.
So don't if you were planning to sell your house in the spring before this happened, continue. You
Mhm.
know, and like I said, I just put my sign up in the yard, and there was someone who stopped to take a picture. So
Already. Deal.
there is a need for
Absolutely.
buyers and for sellers. And
Absolutely.
inventory is low, obviously. It was
Yeah.
low before this came out.
Yeah. Too low, too low. So we want to encourage all that. And of course, if anyone has any real estate or broker questions, they can reach out to me. And I'm Dorothy, Dorothy, at 85377. So just text and I'll call you right back and help you any way I possibly can, whether it's questions on working with your buyers and sellers, or if you are a buyer seller, if you have questions about the market or whatever, I'll put you in contact with some great agents. We got some great agents working with us. We do.
Right here.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And
What are that?
also, oh, so I look like I'm trying to shoot myself.
No.
Interest rates, y'all, are this big. Can you
Yeah.
see my hand there? This big.
They're still pretty volatile.
Little.
Yeah, they're still pretty volatile. But they're still the best we've seen in decades. So
Yeah.
they're still
Around hovering in the threes,
yeah
sometimes dip down into the high two
bounce,
point.
yeah they're bouncing around. But we have some really good contacts. We have Connie McClendon right here in our office, who is a lender, and she every morning she updates us on, hey, here's what's going on in our industry, and we we appreciate her and that she keeps us on track and level and informed. And so we just are pushing it out to our clients and keeping everybody informed on what's going on. So we just want to say, everybody, stay healthy and
Before you sign off, Dorothy,
yes,
is today Exit Magic City Realty's 1 year anniversary?
we actually bought the franchise 1 year ago. So it is
Today?
our 1 year anniversary on Sunday.
Ah,
Yes.
yay! Congrats.
We're celebrating. We're still thrilled. We are so blessed to have you and the other agents who've joined us and see our vision of Exit and what it can do for your life and everything. So we are blessed. We actually had our grand opening and opened the office in June. So, it took a little while to get the paperwork and find the place, and that was all fun. And trying to find this great office that we landed in. But we continue to feel blessed, know we're blessed, and count our blessings every day.
And
Yeah.
look at this color.
Teal.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. So we are staying engaged and staying motivated ourselves as an office, and by studying a book. And so, of course, we selected Steve Morris's Born to be Exceptional, and that's the one we're doing as an office, and going through it and making sure, going back to basics on what we do. He established the formula, and it's a fantastic formula. So.
And it's the easiest read. Have y'all ever read a book that was all bullet point?
I liked it. We were
I
talking about
mean,
the whole page. It was like, remember all this. It was good stuff.
it's so easy, and like you've got one line bold, one line not bold, and I can't put the book down when I read
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Words of wisdom for sure. Yeah.
And the encouragement we get a lot from Dorothy and Connie during this time, but
We
it
get a
comes,
lot from Exit Realty.
yeah,
How many people can say that the CEO of the company calls them? So they believe in us, and they call us to see if they can help us, what we can do. We there's nothing like it. Absolutely nothing like it. So,
nothing. nothing. The training's awesome.
Well, Tammy, the CEO, she's called you. Tammy Benelli's called you
Yeah.
before.
Oh, where's my book? Tammy.
Yeah. It's right there. It's right there.
Yeah, humans are I can't figure this camera out. Humans are underrated. Look at this awesome.
Yeah.
And she signs it, love Tam.
Yeah.
Can you see that? Like, we're besties.
Real people helping us do our job so we can be really good and help our clients too. So
Exactly. And a happy realtor makes a happy life for everyone.
especially Joe.
Yeah, especially Joe. Bless.